Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the third part of Mega Man, and in this episode, we're going to be taking on Solar Man as Base. And Base practically has one more Robot Master after this one to deal with, and afterwards we switch over to Proto Man. Now, Solar Man stage, how should I put this? Easy, it's going to be a breeze. Normal, it all depends on timing. Timing and sitting back and waiting, because there are enemies that'll cheap shot you if you're not careful. Hard? How should I put this? If you do not actually take care and use patience, this stage is going to probably be where most of your game overs is going to happen. Primarily because you were trained in easy mode to be as reckless as humanly possible because you had those red platforms of life. Well, guess what? Those red platforms aren't in hard. So you might want to be careful, especially against this laser enemy. While Base can actually take the damage and takes more damage than Mega Man. Well, actually, no, he takes less damage than Mega Man, believe it or not. And that 1-up is very broke. Of course, I get a 1-up right as I get hit. But as I was saying, oh, excuse me, I had indigestion. You have to be careful because while Base can take these hits, Mega Man will take normal damage, but Proto Man, don't even attempt to take the hits. Just simply slide underneath the laser or at least attempt to dodge. And then fire your charge shot at him, because your charge shot will pretty much take them down. That's the only downside with Base. He can't shoot through walls, and more importantly, he can't charge his buster. Hell, he can't even shoot while moving. They have to nerf him somehow, because otherwise, Base is going to be way too broken for this game. Oh, and speaking of which, you want to see what happens when Base is allowed to shoot while dashing and, more importantly, double jump? Look no further than Mega Man Maker, where you can actually turn those options on and you will see Base as the demon that he is. Granted, his buster still does 1 damage to the enemy. So, with that said, at least the treble boost is available for Base. And goddamn, I love the treble boost so much. It is just ridiculous of how many stages that you can actually break, or better yet, have an easier time with if you actually... Oh, I would have fell right in the lava if it wasn't for the red platforms of life. But as I was saying, you could be amazed how many stages you could break just with the treble boost alone. See, Proto Man gets knocked off of his Proto board, or Mega Man gets knocked off a Rush, they fall down. Base? He just keeps on flying. He just takes that and just no-sells it. And the reason why I'm going this route is real simple. Because there is an energy tank, and I'm going to get that. And for the record, in case you're wondering about those green walls that you see there, you're going to be seeing them throughout the gameplay. Those green walls is primarily for the Commando Bomb. And you need that in order to open the wall and the pathway, but more importantly, you need to be Commando Man first. Ironically enough, you can actually take on Commando Man first if you want to. He's not really that hard, to be honest. But I normally go after Sheet Man because, well, Base can make quick work of Sheet Man. Yeah, this game will pretty much be made a joke because of Base, except for one specific area. And that area belongs to Strike Man. For the obvious reason that Base can't dash and shoot. But that's okay. We have another one of those, hold on, wait, what is they called again? Give me a second. It's the Yaishichi. I mispronounced the damn thing in part 2 and 1. But there's a lot of Yaishichi everywhere. In fact, there were 2 parts in the stage where they had them. But nonetheless, on to Heat Man, which you could just pretty much tank this if you're Base and Mega Man. Proto Man, however, you have to stay away from him, and in your best bet, you could actually use the Proto Buster to shoot Heat Man from a far off distance. That way, Heat Man will stay as far away from you as humanly possible, that is until he starts using his Solar Blaze. then you gotta jump over that. Speaking of Solar Blaze, that is exactly what Base just got from Solar Man. It sits in the middle and then it shoots two fire waves in 2 different directions. While it is a weakness weapon for Chillman, this is where things get a little bit interesting as far as the weaknesses are concerned, and you'll find out more about that in Part 4. This is RP Man 985. Chillman isn't the only one that has that thing. And by thing, I mean Robot Masters not getting damaged by directly being hit by the weapon, more along the lines of conventional means for the weapon to actually work. So again, I'll see you next time.